Merry Christmas from Uncivilized Vitality. Santa Claus here with the leader of my elf squadron, Jingle McTinseltoes. We're going to talk to you about Santa Claus. Okay, so we're going to talk about Santa Claus a little bit, so it's Christmas spirit, Christmas season, and how that aligns with Uncivilized Vitality's teachings. And we have in the Community Vital Path, our idea, the first step is that stories and rituals are vital. And everybody knows the story of Santa Claus, or thinks they know the story of Santa Claus. And a lot of people think it's based on St. Nicholas, which was a 4th century Mirren Catholic priest. And he did a lot of good and gave out gifts. And they think kind of the legend or the story of Santa Claus comes from him. Some say Kris Kringle, which is the Christkindl, or the Christ child from the Netherlands, the Belsnickel that came over from Germany and the German area to Pennsylvania. Anyway, a lot of different stories. The most pervasive of which is that Coca-Cola and a couple people, a guy named Nast, sort of conspired to make up Santa Claus for purposes of selling in the late 19th century and even as late as 1931. But the real idea of Santa Claus goes back almost all cultures, and it has to do with what Carl Jung would have called an archetype. Santa Claus stands for the midwinter or the winter solstice gift giver. And this was the idea that is enshrined in Santa Claus of giving gifts and rewarding moral and upright behavior in children, lumps of coal for the bad ones, gifts for the good ones. Plus it got us through those really dark periods of midwinter when the days are only like 5 hours of sunlight and everybody's cold and not much food. So Santa Claus and elves would get us through the winter by bringing gifts. People had something to look forward to. And then at the solstice, or sometimes represented by a lot of religions as the time of the nativity, showed us that the sun was returning a little bit more each day and gave us something to look forward to. So Santa Claus, no matter if you subscribe to the what's that called, the Nicholas Irving Moore Nast, the NIMN theory, or if you like to think of him as just sort of something made up in the 19th or 20th century, whatever you believe, stop telling your kids there's no such thing as Santa Claus, because you look foolish when you do that. Obviously, there's a Santa Claus standing right here. The archetype of the gift giver, it's a very uncivilized idea. It's one of those vital stories and rituals that human communities have always used. Anyway, there's my little diatribe about Santa Claus. McTingletoes and I have to get in somewhere warm because it is cold at the North Pole. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and like, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. If I didn't mention it, my other elf leader, Rendell, we call her McJolly Pants, Rendell, she would be mad if I didn't say turn on notifications and smash the like button. So do Santa a favor, and that's it.